I really don't know why I'm even making this, because I seriously doubt anybody else is actually going to listen to it. But I guess making videos is a form of therapy for me, so this is what's going to be going on. As much as I enjoy making the Critical Role 5-episode recap review things, there's a couple reasons why I don't want to continue them. Don't get me wrong, I love watching the show, I love reviewing it, I love giving my thoughts about what could happen next, I like ranking the characters, I like keeping track of the stats and things. But I don't know. There's numerous reasons why a person can dislike what they do. And, well, certainly didn't help that the moment I after the fact, like after I'd already been doing the reviews, all of a sudden Geek and Sundry decides to put out their own version of it, which is 1,000,000 times better, and everyone's going to see it, and why on earth would you ever watch mine? So that almost sunk the ship to begin with, but I kept doing it because I had some really, really great friends who cared enough to say, no, do what you do because you enjoy it. And I did enjoy it, so I kept on. And then we're 24 episodes in. Next week, next Thursday, by the recording of this, would be episode 25. I was planning on doing a full, quarterly, every 25 episodes, given my impressions of the campaign so far, where the characters stand, the top moments, that sort of thing. But I don't know what it's been about these last 4 episodes, but I am just fed up. I'm fed up. I am disliking just watching the show. And it all boils down to 2 things. And that's Beauregard and Jester. Now, I want to go ahead and make it perfectly, painfully clear, because the internet has a way of sticking cotton in their ears and being so stupid that they can't seem to get their minds past a very simple concept. I have no issue with the actresses behind the characters. I have no issue with actors in general behind their characters. There are some characters who I absolutely detest. I hate them vehemently. But I can separate the actors from the roles that they play. That being said, considering it is a medium that is put on the internet, that is open for consumption of others, that is out there to where anyone can look at it, and as someone who likes to review things, someone who has watched a lot of different movies, shows, podcasts, the whole 9 yards, me having an opinion about a character, not an actress or actor. Me having an opinion about a character does not make me a bad guy. Me having an unpopular opinion doesn't make me a bad guy. It just makes me a guy with an unpopular opinion. So, 4 minutes in, let's go ahead and cut to the chase. I think Jester and Beauregard are the worst characters on the show. I dislike Jester because she is annoying, she's naive, she acts like Pinkie Pie half the time, she is just downright annoying and socially retarded. It's just a different flavor of socially retarded from other members of the group, because there's very few people here in the group that are can handle a social situation. I think the only one who might be able to do that would be Ford. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Everybody else is just off kilter with it. But Jester, she is annoying. She's childish. She's absolutely petulant. And I can't help it. I don't like it. I can only take the stupid, smiley shtick for so long before I just don't want to deal with it anymore. I don't like being around that person. I have met that person in real life who has no idea how life works, and they just always do everything with a great big smile on their face, and just, I hate it. I hate interactions with her. We're 24 episodes in, and she has no character. She's a caricature, but she has no story. Her backstory about her mom is more interesting than she is. There is nothing that I like about Jester. Like, so she's the only healer. She's a crappy healer. Like, there's no... I don't like her. And that's more just opinion. That's very much opinion based. Is the reasons why I don't like her. Granted, I could probably just get over it at some point. She could probably grow into a character that I would like to genuinely enjoy being around or watch do things. I would like to see her succeed at some point. Beauregard, on the other hand, Beauregard is a caricature. Beauregard is a jerk. Beauregard is an absolute I don't have the proper words that I feel comfortable saying how I feel about Beauregard. Because she is not a good person. She has no reason to be there. She is an absolute constant punch in the face. And there's no reason to be around this kind of person. I would never want to be around this kind of person. She's a jerk who likes being a jerk, who's being rewarded for being a jerk. And I personally, I don't think she has a backstory. I don't think she has anything about her that is any more deep than a kiddie pool. And I was able to stay more or less objective, just I don't like her, and she's down here on the top 7 list. But whenever she threw Caleb's PTSD in his face for being rightfully paranoid about an artifact that was linked to Tiamat, by the way, and the evil 5-headed dragon, and she just threw that in his face after he confided in her, after he trusted her. And she just threw that in his face. And no, Beauregard is a bad person. I do not like Beauregard. I don't want to see Beauregard succeed. And honestly, I kind of wish Beauregard died. I genuinely wish this character would die so we would never have to deal with this character again. I've seen what Marisha Ray is capable of as far as characters are concerned. I didn't like Keyleth. And I miss Keyleth. Keyleth at least had attributes about her that made you like her. Bo is, in my opinion, unlikable. Bo is a person I would never, under any circumstance, want to be associated with, let alone want to watch on a regular basis. And that's it. I mean, she is a bum. She's constantly stealing everything she can get her hands on. She's got the personality of a brick and she doesn't want to be better. Bo does not want to get better. Bo does not want to succeed. Bo wants to double down and just purposely be the biggest douchebag she could possibly be. And I don't want to watch that. I don't want to see that person succeed. I have met that person. I have met that person who is nothing more but an absolute jerk. And they know they're a jerk, and they enjoy being a jerk. Bo is a bully. And I hate bullies. "25 episodes in, and the only people with actual story that we have anything that's tangible is Not and Caleb. We know, well, we have an idea at least of what Caleb's motivations are. We have an idea of what Not's motivations are. Ford, a little bit. I mean, he's got a pact with a weird fish demon thing. But we really don't, I mean, is he just eventually, are they just slowly making their way to the academy? What's the plan when that happens? He just stops being with the party? I don't think that's what's going to happen. I don't know what Ford wants to do. I don't know what Molly wants to do. He wants to actively avoid his past, which would be kind of cool, but he plays everything so close to the chest. There's nothing to latch onto. He's interesting, but barely interesting. Yasha, I love Yasha so much, but she's just quiet. But she at least is not a jerk. She's not a bad person. And even with her having to leave and go off and deal with her own thing, it gives her a mysterious side that we want to know more of. And that's cool. But Jester and Bo... Jester's mom is famous, and Bo, nothing. Bo works for a big Batman monk monastery and is encouraged to be a bigger jerk. So yeah, I probably won't bring the series back. If I do anything, I'll probably just react to the episodes as I see them, go over a top moment that I think is cool, if anything, but for now, forever, I'm not going to be doing this 5-episode recap because it would just turn in, all of what I've said would just repeat itself. Every single episode, Bo and Jester, they just double down and become more and more unlikable to me. And I don't want to drag out my videos every single time they do something stupid. I had pages of what the script was going to be, and most of it was me griping and complaining about Jester and Bo. So I am not going to do it. This is me purging. This is me getting it out, getting it done, and hopefully I never have to come here again.